Hi, and welcome to the farmstead. We appreciate you being here with us today. Buying our acreage and starting a farmstead from scratch has been a dream, but also a lot of hard work. With virgin ground and drainage issues, it's been a little bit to get started this year. Here is a little video montage to get you caught up on where we're at so far this year on the Wareing Way Farmstead. Please take a moment to give us a like, shoot us a comment, please subscribe, and we hope you enjoy the video.
Could we possibly put the greenhouse any further from the hoses? Good. I think we got at least enough. We could probably put it in that section acreage down there.
So I'm sitting in the swing. So there's the hose, front of Mama's side of the house, from her little duplex half. And we are running it across the front yard and over to that is where my greenhouse is. Diesel's just chilling like a villain on my lap in the swing while Daddy does evening chores. He's a good chicken, Daddy. Well, finally got some dry weather. Able to mow the grass. As you can see, it got quite tall. Well, we're trying to beat the rain coming in, as Sean said. And we are relocating the flock up to the front of the acreage there by the field area, just because the driest, and then that'll allow us to finally get a garden in, y'all. We running late, but hey, we knew the first year'd be crazy learning curve, so we ain't mad. We still loving it. Late or not, we got a greenhouse over there full of tomatoes, and I got a hen here who's not happy.
I'm sorry, baby. I know you were busy. Making you a mobile home. Putting wheels on your house, honey.
Good Lord. I come out to tell you you got about 25 minutes till dinner. See where you was in the process. And you already got a coop moved.
Yeah, well, I moved.
how chickens feel all the time.
You gotta go back the other way? Well, we're gonna try this video thing again, and unfortunately Mrs. Wareing is not doing too hot today, so we're gonna get some gardening done and then hopefully put up a fence and take you along with us a little bit. And I got my little helper here to help me out, so.
I thought there was a bee that wanted to be able to fly.
Oh, gotcha. All right, let's get her going.
Okay, so what do we do?
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this board, and then we've marked a little piece of tape here, and that's gonna tell us how deep we're gonna plant. And then we've got a board here that gives us every 8 inches so that we know where we're going. And basically, we're gonna move the board down the row, and then we're gonna stick a hoe into it about that far. That gives us our little, and then we're gonna drop a seed in it.
Well, we have been working in the garden the last week. Of course, that's around Sean's schedule, but showed you the tilling. We also planted some corn, and now we're doing some rows, so I wanted to show you what we got going on. Here. Spread some wood ash from the fireplace, all the burns we had this winter. And then Sean comes through by hand, God love him, and does these furrows. As if you've been watching our videos, you know it gets a little wet. We just planted peas in this row. We're gonna plant beans in this row. I got corn over here. Right now, Mama and Sean are sifting through the dirt clods of grass and any weed and picking them up, and we're giving them to the chickens so that we can turn it into compost and give it back to the garden. What do you think, Mama?
Looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, big old garden.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sean?
I try not to, I get in trouble. I just do what I'm told.
You like the furrowing of what you were told to do?
Yes. Looks like it's going to work out very nice. Looks like we should be able to get good water supply if we get flooded out. And our plants will stay nice and high and grow down into that clayish area.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we got enough loose and worked up dirt to give them plenty of root growth capability, as well as not flood if we do end up getting a bunch of rain towards the end of the season. Corn we didn't declump because it was already a garden area at one point, but you can see I got a stray weed coming. There's another one way down there. I gotta go get them so they don't take over. And then we gotta move our fence, and we're getting ready to cover this up, the peas, so that these crazy birds don't dig them up and eat them. And also so all the wild birds that we have around here don't dig them up and eat them. And as you notice, we got the garden right next to the chickens to make it easy to transfer over any compostable scraps.
It's another row ready for plants.
This is how we're going to stay young. Nice. So here I am sitting in the shade, struggle bussing it. That's what I like to call it. I have a little bit of a migraine trying to happen. So that's my body's way of telling me, yeah, stop. But this machine over here that I'm watching work in the garden, I got the peas planted, me and Mom planted. Of course, Sean did all the digging, all the furrowing, all the rows. We helped pick the clobs out. Mom and I raking the clobs out, picking them out, and all that. And then we planted all the peas. And then I watered all the peas. And we picked all the clobs out of the next row, which will be beans. And doing that, of course, skewers the rows a little bit. So before we cover the peas, so the wild birds and my chickens, if they get out before the fencing gets up, they don't dig up and eat the peas. We're going to cover them, but before we do that, he had to fix his rows. So look, I want to show you. Let me show you what he's doing. Let me show you here. So I'm sitting here in the shade. Here comes Mama Bear out the house, eating her sandwich finally. Sean and I just finished ours. And sure enough, there he is out there, straightening up that row for the beans, so that if he leaves for work in the morning early, don't mind my weeds around my little bridge there, but this way if he leaves for work a little early tomorrow, I can get out here before the sun and get the beans in the ground. Life on the farm. I'm gonna be Diesel. No, sir.
You peeing on your garden?
Come. No, sir. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Got a son, dork. Come on. It's a good boy. Here he comes. He good boy. Come on. Come up here and sit in Daddy's chair. Come here and cool off. Need some water, huh? I need some water, Granny. Granny, get you some water, honey. Yeah, Granny get it. Alright. Little Miss Thing over there sitting in her swing, just relaxing. Granny gonna go in and get him some water. We're just planting some beans out here in the garden. I'm planting bush beans. Got Miss Norabelle behind the camera. What are you doing over there, Papa?
Clearing some grass. Getting the grass out of the garden mounds.
Over there, we're gonna put tomatoes and then some onions.
And we're taking all this grass that we pull out and we're giving it to the chickens, and they're going to turn it into a nice little compost.
Yeah. Well, it's been a busy morning. We worked in the garden this morning, laying row cover, weed mat, weed cloth, whatever you call it. Then we had to go for a run to get more weed cloth and pins. And now it's hotter than crap out here. Me and Mom, hi Mama, hi, put the easy up so we could have some shade. But I thought I'd show you our rows. And now we got our supplies out here and water. And we're gonna measure out and mark where we're using cloth in this row that we had at our previous rental farm. And then got the new cloth, but we're gonna mark them out to cut them and get them dug up and ready for tomatoes. Okay, this is really hot. Still really hot, but look what we did. Those are all big boys down there, and now we're starting on the black crimsons. And I just had to go get more plants out of the greenhouse. And so we're sitting in the shade of the canopy, huh, Mama?
Yeah.
It's hot, ain't it?
Yes.
Anything you want to say, YouTube?
It's hot. It's hot.
Keeping you young.
No, I don't know about keeping me young, but it's hot. At 68, I'm doing a pretty good job.
Okay, on to the next. Just so I don't halfway do a video, we're spent.
Yep.
Oh, there you are.
We're spent.
We're so tired. The easy of that, we got one whole row completely done, and then we got half a row done. So we basically planted about 70 tomato plants.
Yeah.
After this morning, I laid all that, we laid all that black weed and mat and all that, and went to the store. We're spent. We're tired. Sean's on his way home. I'm hoping he'll help me plant the rest, because we're supposed to have rain tomorrow, and I sure would like to have vegetables in the ground before the rain comes, because we ain't had rain in a while. Anyway, what's that? Let me zoom in and show you.
Got you a stick, Diesel.
See, made us all right there. That's 100-foot row, 2 feet apart. And the corn's coming up. Okay, Mr. Diesel. Diesel, what you got? What you got?
I think it's got a stick.
Stick? Can I see, Gar? I'm gonna stop the video update here. That little montage was from about the middle of April until the middle of June. I'm posting this the first week in July, so of course there's a little more updates that I could include. Some of those being, we got our meat birds, we had our very first mama broody hen who hatched a chick, so we have new jerseys on the farm. All of these things I will be posting in the future, so if it's something you'd like to see, please ring that bell to be notified when those videos go up. Hit that subscribe button, like, and share, and until next time, as always, have a great day.